Hello, my name is Stephen Wright. I'm a career coach here at Career Mentor, and we help high-performing financial services professionals make their next smart career move. In this short video, I just want to talk to you about your CV and give you a checklist so that you know that your CV is ready to go and ready to be sent out. Now, my history with CVs comes from 22 years in executive search in financial services, and more recently, my coaching business provides a CV writing service for our coach clients. In fact, the format comes from a guy called James who used to work with us, and he had just come down from university. Not only was he super bright, but he was super commercial, and he decided to go to the British Library to withdraw the top 10 selling books on how to write a CV. He synthesized all of the formats to create what is now our house format. So let's run through that checklist so that you can understand whether or not your CV is ready to go. The first thing that I'd say is it's a great idea if you can get your CV into a good state and then keep it fresh and up to date. And the reason I say that is because quite often when we need a CV, we need it pretty soon, and it's quite an onerous task to have to rewrite it. So keeping it fresh and up to date, perhaps updating it at least once a year, is a great idea. The second point I'd make is that it is a sales document. It obviously needs to be completely truthful and accurate, but it only needs to focus on things which are going to be relevant for the audience that you're writing for. So if you're applying for a particular job, then make sure that your CV is relevant to the points that they make that they're looking for. The next point is that it is written in a format where people are familiar with that kind of format, because often they'll be scanning through CVs really quickly, and so if they are familiar with the format, they'll know where to go to get the information that they want. The next point I'd say is that the language that you use is important. It wants to be compelling, and it does want to grip the attention of the reader, but it does not want to fall into jargon which only you and a few other people understand, or journalistic hyperbole, or indeed cliches. So starting at the top of your CV, we have your personal contact details, and please remove any personal address that you might have there. Beneath that then is a paragraph which is variably called personal statement, professional profile, or so on. And essentially it is a summary of the value that you have to offer. And obviously the value that you're offering wants to be directly relevant to the job that you're writing the CV for. And it's only about 4 or 5 sentences long. We then go into the experience section, which is written in reverse chronological order. So we start with the job that you're currently doing or your most recent job. And in that, you want to provide evidence that you can, in fact, deliver on the promises that you've made in the paragraph above. Also, in this experience section, we need to have a combination of both your responsibilities, things that you've done, and the achievements that you've made. And just talking of achievements, if your achievements were as part of a team, then try not to hide what you did as part of a team and talk about the team's result. More focus on what your contribution to that team's efforts were and what the team then achieved. Moving on from that, we then want to make sure that we don't really need to go anything beyond 10 years. Anything in your career beyond 10 years can be summarized, and then we get into the education and qualifications section. And in that section, that's particularly relevant if the things that you're talking about feed into the overall narrative. Final thing to say, a couple of things are, first of all, there wants to be an overall sense of progression throughout your career so that you have a narrative of growth and progression. And of course, finally, check for any typos or grammatical errors. So there's a number of ways in which we can help you with your CV. On our website, we have an ebook that you can buy, or alternatively, we have a 19-video home study course which has formats and templates that you can use. Alternatively, we can take the work off your shoulders and we can write your CV for you. We have a CV writing service, and we'll not only work on your CV, but also we'll do your LinkedIn profile for you. I'll put the details of all of that into the comments below. I hope you found that useful, and thanks very much.